your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. Get yourself some merch. How y'all doing today? Thank God it's Friday. 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 Friday morning. How you guys doing? Just want to see everybody on the check-in. Sorry to say I'm up. Hope y'all are up, because we about to do it. Let's get into it. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC up early on this Friday morning, coming directly to y'all to give y'all what y'all need, the information before we get out and head out and start our day. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning, because I know I am. I know I am. Why? Because I'm here with you. Love coming here. Love being with you guys. Love doing the bottom line. So without any further ado, let's get into it. We got Hollywood is burning. Sad part about that is it's true. It's not a song. It's not a movie. Hollywood, parts of California are really burning to the point where we got people like Soulja Boy. You got other celebrities that's asking for prayers. We have so many people that are asking to evacuate. Over 100,000 people are evacuating. The fire has been going on now for 4 days straight. So much acreage, so much land has been damaged. It's ridiculous. It's not irreparable, but it's heart-wrenching. So many people have lost their lands, and there's several people that have actually lost their lives. It's really bad. So that's also what's going on. Trump is angry with Gavin Newsom, and he says that there's no water in Los Angeles to fight these wildfires. Yes, the firemen are going over to the fire pumps, the hydrants, trying to connect their hoses, and there's no water. First, there was low pressure with a little bit of water. Now there's no water, which means it's almost impossible to stop these fires. They've actually asked the National Guard and other forces to come in and drop water on top of areas. It's helping a little bit, but not much. Chicago, they're no longer welcoming the undocumented. Yes, I know you guys have saw where the Chicago mayor was being reprimanded and people were really giving it to him because they're tired of him. Well, guess what? Chicago is no longer helping out the undocumented, and they're saying that they're no longer welcome. Other stories we have is one of the worst stories that I do not want to report, and I was hoping that nothing like this would really happen, but it's sad that a Texas man is on trial for killing his daughter, yes, while he was on FaceTime with the mom. Let's get into it. We got a lot to cover.
Where President Trump the most expensive structure ever built in the history of our country, relatively speaking, the most by far. It was 38,000 people. They gave it to them for $1, and then they charge more for our ships. It's not going to happen. And China's running the Panama Canal. That's not going to happen either.
Mr. President, California, Mr. President, during the pandemic, you often said that you didn't believe that you should bail out blue states that you believe were being mismanaged. Given your criticism of Governor Gavin Newsom, are you willing to work with him, and do you believe that federal aid should be provided to California for as long as it takes?
Well, it's very sad, because I've been trying to get Gavin Newsom to allow water to come. You'd have tremendous water up there. They send it out to the Pacific because they're trying to protect a tiny little fish, which is in other areas, by the way, called a smelt. And for the sake of a smelt, they have no water. They had no water in the fire hydrants today in Los Angeles. It was a terrible thing. And we're going to get that done. It's going to finally be done. I got it done from the federal side, and he didn't want to sign it, but it's not going to happen again like that. There's no reason. Can you imagine? You have farmers that don't have any water in California. They have plenty of water. They don't have a drought. They send it out to the Pacific, and it's crazy. So what's happening in California is a true tragedy. I know those areas very well. I have many friends living in those houses. That is a true tragedy. Nobody ever thought. I mean, virtually Beverly Hills and areas around Beverly Hills are being decimated. The biggest homes, some of the most valuable homes in the world are just destroyed. I don't even know. You know, you talk about a tax base. If those people leave, you're going to lose half your tax base of California. This is a true tragedy, and it's a mistake of the governor, and you could say the administration. They don't have any water. They didn't have water in the fire hydrants. They don't have water. And yet they have, the water comes from, you know where? Up north. And it comes down at levels, they give millions and millions of barrels of gallons of water that they have, and they send it out into the Pacific. For the Pacific, it's like a drop, it's nothing. But for California, it would take care of the whole state. So what's happened is a tragedy, and the governor has not done a good job. With that being said, I got along well with him. When he was governor, we worked together very well, and we would work together. I guess it looks like we're going to be the one having to rebuild it. But what happened there, I don't think there's anything that I've ever seen quite like it. And the insurance companies are going to have a big problem, because you're talking about big, big dollars.
That's how insurance companies basically leave states and go out of business, because of the simple fact that they can't satisfy all of the debt. They can't.
What's changing? Guidance finally changed. What's your message to the president?
So yeah, guys, we got a big situation going on in California that's not good, and we got to get better governments over there, because if there's no water, you're turning on the hydrants and there's no water. I mean, come on, like that's like going to the kitchen and there's no water in the sink, and that's the only lifeline that you have. What do you expect? This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and people have to actually live like that. Millions of square foot of land, homes, people running. Beverly Hills, like he said, is terrible right now. Moving on to other news. Guess what? The View. Sunny Holston, her husband is being accused of insurance fraud. The claim is that what he did, him and others have filed fake claims to receive money from insurance companies. RICO charge for your husband, Sunny. Miss Perfect Sunny from The View. Yeah. Now you're in trouble. Because guess what? Now Miss Perfect, that always talks about everybody else, her husband, that's right, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Holston, husband of The View star Sunny, has been accused of insurance fraud.
If you want to turn your vacation rentals from a side hustle into a business, try Guesty.
So you're not so special after all, huh? He's been accused of insurance fraud. What else we got? And I never knew that was her husband. So I'm guessing that this is Dr. Emmanuel Manny Holston, her husband, the one that she raves about, the one that she says that has to go through so much to get paid, trying to come and bring some of that stuff on her job to preemptively try to help him. Didn't work. According to the sweeping federal lawsuit filed last month, the surgeon and his practice, Holston Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, were named Holston and his practice were amongst 180 defendants named in a large RICO racketeering corruption organization charge. According to the Daily Mail, the orthopedic surgeon and other defendants allegedly received kickbacks. These kickbacks, the defendants allegedly received kickbacks for performing surgery and falsely billing an insurance company. Holston knowingly provided fraudulent medical and other healthcare services, including arthroscopic surgeries. That's in the lawsuit. According to the Daily Mail, the American Transit Insurance Company filed the lawsuit. The lawsuit claimed the company was billed in exchange of kickbacks and others to compensate. They were disguised as dividends. American Transit published a press release where it announced the $450 million lawsuit, RICO charge. The federal court complaint filed that Eastern District of New York alleged the defendants sought to take advantage of the New York's no-fault insurance claim, which requires insurance companies to reimburse their policyholders for the cost of necessary and the documented medical care up to $50,000 for personal or private passenger vehicles. So they were doing insurance fraud, like they were like saying that somebody got hurt in a car accident, and they were basically keeping the money. $50,000, because New York pays up to $50,000 for personal or private passenger vehicles. $200,000 for taxis and for hire vehicles in New York City. for injuries arising out of the accident regardless of the fault. So this is basically the root of the charge right here, and why it's up to $450 million that Sonny Holston's husband is now involved in a federal RICO because of this right here. So, Miss Sonny of The View, think you're so perfect, you think everybody needs to do what you guys and Whoopi tells us to do? No, you need to get your own stuff taken care of, because you got a problem coming up, and seeing how you're going to take care of your bills once your husband get them silver bracelets and they tell him, excuse me, watch your head. And he be doing this in the back of the car, headed to court. That bumpy ride that you get, yeah, it's coming up. Because what happens in the dark, it comes to the light. Sadly for you, boo. So we're going to see how Sonny of The View holds up after this charge and her husband, all of the information starts to roll out. Let's see if she stays on the show. Let's see if she tries to bring up legal coverage and jargon. Y'all know how she is. Next, we have an animal. Bottom line, this man is an animal. He's accused of his own daughter while he was on FaceTime with the baby's mom. On FaceTime with the baby's mom. And he decides to, his own daughter. He's been arrested, and they got him in Texas. Hold on a minute, we got him right. There we go. He's an animal, and he needs to go under the jail.
Now this testimony in the capital murder trial of DeAndre Flanagan happening now.
Yeah, prosecutors say he killed his 2-year-old daughter during a police chase last year while the child's mother watched in horror over the phone during a FaceTime call.
Victor Jacobo is live at the Harris County Family Law Center. Victor, we understand you were the only TV news reporter inside the courtroom today. Walk us through what happened here.
Yeah, Mia, that's absolutely right. It was an emotional day for this first start of this trial that included opening statement. Our cameras are only allowed to get a little bit of video recorded of a break in the proceedings, but I was inside this courtroom for the rest of the day as this trial continued. This is the latest stage in the search for justice for 2-year-old Zendaya Flanagan. Today, the start of the trial of DeAndre Flanagan, charged in the murder of his 2-year-old daughter, Zendaya. The case goes back to March 20th, 2023. That's when prosecutors say Flanagan was upset with his girlfriend and mother of Zendaya, Kirsten Watson, believing she was seeing another man. Lawyers say Flanagan pulled Zendaya out of daycare, went to Watson's place of work, took her cell phone, and drove off with the child. Harris County Sheriff's deputies tracked the mom's phone to find Flanagan, who then led them on a chase. That ended in a standoff and arrest. Zendaya was taken to a hospital and pronounced dead. The most intense evidence shared with the jury today, video of Watson inside a deputy squad car during the pursuit. Watson is on a FaceTime call with Flanagan and screams, pleads for Flanagan to stop harming Zendaya. At one point heard saying, he's killed her, he's killing her. Members of the jury were also shown screenshots of the FaceTime call. Prosecutors say Flanagan allegedly hit Zendaya with a blunt object and choked her.
An animal, put him under the jail, that's it. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Put your comments in the bottom below if you agree with me. He needs to go under the jail or worse. Something I can't actually say on YouTube. You guys, if you like the content, because we got a lot more coming up, please double tap the screen. We got 2 likes. We got 153 people in the building. It's 6 in the morning. I'm working. Please. All I ask you guys to do 2 taps. Not trying to be greedy. Really appreciate you guys. 2 taps on the screen. Let's get this going. What's up, y'all? The worst. That's right. Squibble said facts. The next England goalkeeper, Luna. Hey, hell yeah. Put him under the jail. Now, if you guys right there agree with me, all I'm asking for you to do is double tap the likes. Double tap the likes. I got more. We're going to go in depth. We got a lot of content right now. I don't want to stand here. I'd rather be playing videos, but I need my likes to go up. Y'all don't pay me. YouTube do. So we tap them. We tap it. We tap it. Double tap. Appreciate you guys. I love it. I love it. Let's keep going.
Now, witnesses who spoke today included Zevaya's grandmother, law enforcement officers, and the trauma surgeon who examined Zevaya when she arrived at the hospital back in March of 2023. Prosecutors told us that they expect this trial to last about a week. For now, reporting live.
Yeah, it shouldn't even last a week. They're wasting taxpayers' money right now by even taking him to court. And I'm telling you guys, there's certain things that's justice and certain way of doing it humanely and stuff like that. But people like this, as well as the guy that set the lady on fire, I don't believe in regular traditional justice. I believe in barbaric justice. That's just how I feel. It need to be made example of when it comes down to something like that. Bottom line, the name of the show, bottom line. Also, what we have today is a slick, sort of a cunning man who thought that he could rob DoorDash workers. Not the people that are buying DoorDash, but the workers, people that are struggling, going out there busting their butt. Yeah, he wanted to rob them. And he made up to $1 million robbing DoorDash delivery drivers. Check this out.
Former Stanford man who's accused of stealing almost $1 million in an elaborate DoorDash scam was shot to death Monday in New York. This came right before he was due in court in Stanford for a potential resolution in that case. News 12 Connecticut's Marissa Alter with the latest tonight.
David Smith was supposed to appear in Stanford Superior Court Wednesday morning to accept or reject a plea offer in his case. Instead, the state's attorney's office learned Smith was killed 2 days ago. New Rochelle police found David Smith shot several times in the chest Monday morning at the Heritage Homes complex. Police said a personal dispute led to the 22-year-old's death. They've since arrested 4 men in connection.
Community members did help with this, with calls to the police of the shots and descriptions of people running away.
Smith was living in Mount Vernon. He moved there after Stanford police arrested him in June 2023 in what one investigator called the most massive scheme he's seen. Smith is accused of scamming DoorDash drivers in California out of almost $1 million. Investigators recovered a large chunk of it, $733,000 in cash when they...
When was he going to stop? When was he going to stop? Was he going to stop? Look at all that money. $750,000. When was he going to stop, y'all? Come on now. Double tap the screen. I got more. I see you. 15 likes. That's pretty cool, but we got almost 300 people in the building. Can we get it up to at least about 30? Let's get it up to 30. Let's get it up to 30. I got more. I want to tap it and let you guys see the rest of this. Come on now. I want you guys to see it. I want you to. That's why I come here. But I got to get mines. Come on, stop slowing it up. Let's go.
Seized 5 safes from his apartment. Police explained how the scam worked. They said Smith would use one of his many phones to place a fake DoorDash order in California. Then when the driver was on the way, Smith would impersonate DoorDash support and claim there was a problem with the order.
He would get them to click a link or go to a website, and then that essentially would turn over their credentials, their username and password, to him.
How did he figure that out? Who was he working with? To get the credentials of the people and then to have the wherewithal to be able to call and know what to tell them? That's crazy. Insane.
Once he was in control of that, he would change the billing information and steal any funds that they had for deliveries they had done, basically steal their paycheck.
More than 700 drivers were scammed over the course of 2.5 years. Police said Smith also stole the identities of dozens of people to open debit card accounts where he transferred the stolen money. Smith was considering a plea deal in the case at the time of his death.
Yo, how come he look like 50 Cent's son Marquise? I know, allegedly. Why does he look like 50 Cent's son Marquise? Like, tell me he don't, y'all. Tell me he don't look like Marquise. Come on, y'all. Y'all can keep the taps going even though I'm not looking. I'm about to read some comments, so I need y'all to really, whoever put these comments up, I need y'all to double tap because now I'm about to read your comments. So let's go ahead and get the likes going so I can read these comments. If not, I might have to slow the show up. We got 337 people watching and only 15 likes. I see that, Natasha. They love me to work, but they don't want to give me nothing. That's how the world is now. Frank Vroom. Yeah, Frank. Damn, right? VR. Who sends cash anyway? Somebody must have been brainwashed to send cash. Big Food Channel said, yeah, these demons over here, they have enough cash. The Next England goalkeeper said, that's clever. Yeah, you're right, the Next England. That's clever. Did you already double tap Next England? Did you already double tap? E85 Stat Electro. That's crazy. Maybe it's called being smart. Natasha said he does, and that is wild. But guess what, y'all? He do look like 50 Cent's son Marquise, don't he?
His decision to take the offer or go to trial had been expected at Wednesday's court hearing. The details of the deal weren't made public. As for the over $700,000 in cash that was seized in this case, Stanford police still have that money. What happens to it and whether it will go to all the victims as restitution will be determined at a hearing in March. That's
Yeah, all right. As long as the court has it, there's a better, I'm gonna say it just like this, everyone. There's a better possibility of the people getting their money back or some of it. Because if it was left in the police officer's hands, we used it for guns and ammunition in order to keep our mission going, because we get 15% of everything that we bring in. Y'all know how that go. Everything that they bring in, they get a cut. Goes towards the precincts for guns, ammunition, or whatever, overtime hours, whatever you want to call it. Got some new content coming up right now. Next segment, we got the NYPD, the New Jersey MTA. They're now teaming up to enforce the tolls at Staten Island. And they're being pretty rough about it, y'all. They're not just doing this easy. They're not just giving you a tap on the wrist or whatever like that. They enforcing. They taking people's cars. Watch this.
The driver of this car didn't plan on the trip ending with a tow. Police cruisers line up along the highway leading to the Whitestone Bridge. We caught a ride with the MTA. Officers are watching. License plate readers are looking.
Right lane, Jersey plate, plate covered.
Fake Florida plates have been popular. The scanner tracked this one. The officer pulled over the driver.
People are always only trying to beat the system.
Charles Chavez is the chief of department with MTA Bridge and Tunnel Police. This is the first joint operation with MTA and NYPD since congestion pricing began. It's the 63rd action at a bridge.
So this is how they legally rip you off. I'm gonna just show y'all real quick, then we're gonna get right back to more content, hoping that you guys keep on tapping. When I left, it was 45. Now it's still 45. So nobody's showing no love, but it's okay. No, matter of fact, it's not. I'm gonna just keep on talking. Y'all can leave if y'all want to, if we don't get these likes up. So, like I was saying, they basically got two ways of getting you. The legal way, right? They force you to pay congestion pricing with the Ubers and the Lyfts. Then they say $9 in order to come in. And if you don't do it, they send their gang out. And their gang give you tickets and take your car.
Or tunnel with partner agencies in the past year. The next one can pop up anywhere, anytime. The covered plates come one after the other. It's a $100 ticket for the first offense. The agencies are keeping track of repeat offenders.
Some are very, rote and very basic. They just cover it with something or obscure it. People tape a piece of a leaf to a car. And some of them are using creative means.
The license plate readers are also always scanning from hundreds of patrol cars on city roads. NYPD has been conducting its own enforcement in and around the congestion zone. We saw them at 60th Street and Columbus Circle Wednesday morning.
You gotta lock me up, that's what it's gonna take, because I can't handle this anymore.
Artist and activist Scott Lebedo from Staten Island got on top of his vehicle. We blurred his sign. It's a certain hand gesture that symbolizes his anger.
Cover your plates and block traffic.
And why won't more people do this? I know I'm not supposed to be saying this, but yo, why y'all punks? Y'all are punks. Y'all scared. You gonna fall right in with what they saying to do. Go get on the train or whatever. Nobody retaliates. Nobody want to just, how about do the same thing that they do at PETA? Throw some paint on somebody. Fight back. Don't just keep on taking this crap. This is what they continuously keep on doing. Congestive pricing. Now the working man got to pay this. Working man got to pay that. If it wasn't for the working class, they wouldn't be able to pay for anything. That's why we don't get to keep no money, because we bust our butts and they ring us out for every little dime that we have. How can't 20 more people, 30 more people do what he's doing? You know what? People ain't really liking this. And don't let it just wean into it and be okay with it after a couple of months. No, keep on flipping. Keep on saying something about it. Don't just conform.
Watch how quick it stops.
He was arrested and ticketed for disorderly conduct, creating a hazard and blocking traffic.
To me, he the bravest man that's out there. Staten Island, you stand up. This man right here, they need to get a GoFundMe going or more people join him. This who I got respect for, the lone wolf that's going out there for positive, speaking up for everybody else.
He's back in court on January 27th. In New York, there has to be a front and rear license plate. More than 34,000 citations have been written in the past 12 months, 3,000 cars seized, and 3 arrests here Wednesday at the Whitestone Bridge.
And it's the most.
The driver of this car didn't plan on the trip ending with.
It's the most expensive place.
Just fine. Good.
So today,
It's also the most expensive place to have a car, the most expensive place, the tickets, the most expensive place to park. The gas is the most expensive, and you can't get nowhere anyway. Girls be like, you got a car? Huh? For what? To take 30 minutes to get to you and have to pay everything before I can even take you out? Try to show off with a car? Don't thank you. Woosah. Let's go to Chicago. Guess what's going on in Chicago, y'all? They fed up. They saying that the immigrants are no longer welcome. They're not helping them anymore. No more sanctuary. They're not giving them any more places to stay. Wherever they're at right now, that's basically the limit. Because basically they've exhausted all of their resources in trying to take care of illegal migrants that is actually affecting the people. So in Chicago, they're saying you're not welcome anymore.
Chicago's welcoming city will be discussed at next week's council meeting.
Some members think the city should be working more with federal agents to uncover criminals, but others call it a political move. Elizabeth Matthews is live at City Hall with more. Elizabeth.
Scott, now this amendment was first discussed back in September of 2023. That's when Chicago was seeing busloads of migrants pour into the city. What this amendment to the Welcoming City Ordinance would do is loosen restrictions for city agencies to work with federal partners when it comes to dealing with undocumented criminals.
Chicago will remain a welcoming city. What we're saying is that those immigrants that commit a crime when you are here, you're not welcome anymore.
Council members Silvana Tabarez and Ray Lopez say this amendment to the Welcoming City Ordinance would make all of Chicago safer. It would allow city agencies to work with ICE agents when it comes to finding non-citizens who are committing crimes. And in turn, federal authorities wouldn't have to scour neighborhoods looking for the bad apples. With President Trump's second term about to begin, the threat of mass deportations have been prominent. But Councilmember Tabarez says this proposal doesn't have a connection to the incoming administration, but more to do with the influx of migrants.
All the residents in Chicago, they have sacrificed services and their tax dollars to appease and accommodate migrants and their advocates.
First of all, the people are aggravated. They're tired of the resources going to illegal migrants and being taken away from the citizens, as well as the veterans. And the people like this are laughing at veterans and citizens that are homeless, that already overstayed their limitations of being at shelters. Yes, people that come in, they laughing and they making jokes of our citizens and the veterans and people that actually bust their butts and did something to actually be here. Oh, look what they're giving us. We getting money. You guys don't work. You're lazy. I've actually heard these immigrants say this stuff myself to other people and yelling at the homeless people on trains when they come through selling their candy or when they want to act like they're all that. Homeless immigrants in New York City, they operate across the street from a police buggy. They sell drugs right there. There's a whole ring that's there. They wear Jordans. They got North Face jackets. They got money. More money than a lot of the citizens in New York have. And it's a shame.
And it's time now to say that we're not going to, they shouldn't tolerate living in an unsafe neighborhood. We should make our neighborhood safer.
Because I think is a more political theater in a time that our city and our constituents need reassurance from elected officials that we're going to do everything we can to make sure that their families are safe.
Alderman Byron Sigcho Lopez says, as for finding the criminals, he says the legal process already has a system in place, whether you're undocumented or not.
I do think that we have a due process, and the city and the state of Chicago have been a city of immigrants for generations. And I think that to use this narrative to go after our city and our constituents truly is shameful on those.
Yeah, well, the ones that are already here, that's a little different. Personally, I feel that they need to work with people that have been here, that have been, positive on working, really trying to make sure that they're, not just being a pimple on the butt of life. People that are actually earning their keep, taking care of their families, being good for the city that they're in. People like that, they do need to work out a situation where they can stay. They really do. What you guys got going on over here? We got in the comments down here. Oh, we got a lot of comments. One immigrant left her EBT card receipt at the gas station. She had $14,000 food stamps and $4,000 cash benefits on it. See that? Your mom already did, though. Let's get this one out of here. My mother's not here anymore. She's not amongst the living. She can't defend herself. But if she was, she could actually beat your butt. And I want to say something about this migrant that left their EBT card receipt at the gas station for $14,000. It's true. It really is, and it's a shame. Because if a citizen asks for food stamps and we need assistance, a lot of the times you make too much money. You make too much money. And just briefly, I know y'all want to get back to videos, but this is important. I want to tell you what they're doing with the money on those cards. They want to turn it into cash. So they go to BJ's, they go to Big Lots, and they go to a store and buy boxes of candy, right? They make these little trays with Snicker bars and different stuff like that, right? They spend about $2,000, $3,000 on candy alone. They just turned into the candy company, and they're on the train. Oh, candy, candy, candy. And they got a little child right there with them. And the little kid got their own thing too. Candy, candy. And you feel bad for them. Oh, look at the little kid. How much, mommy? $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2. And they keep on flipping and flipping and flipping. And they do this all day, every day. Until what? Until that food stamp money turns into cash. And then what they do with that cash? They send a lot of it over to the cartel because other family members are there and the cartel threatens them that if you don't send money back, yeah, they're going to get it. So we're funding it in many ways. Many ways. And the sad part about it is our people, American citizens, bottom line, we're ignorant because I know better. Candy, candy, candy. I swear to you on everything I love, I've never bought a piece of candy off of one of them. Nope, I'm good. I could be starving. Nope, I'm good. You already got more money than everybody on this train. I'm good. I ain't giving you jack. Peace out. Also, check this out. I want to talk to you guys about something else. There's a food vendor in New York. They just put it on him, beat him up, took about $3,500 off of him, and there's nothing that can be done about it because the guy is arrested, but of course he's in a sanctuary city. So what does that mean? He'll be getting out soon. Check this out.
It's like two broken teeth.
Police say this man beat a food vendor so viciously he knocked out a few of the vendor's teeth.
All I want to ask you guys is if I can get a little bit more likes. I told y'all I got the heat. I got it as long as you want to stay. Double tap that screen. Where we at, 67? I ain't even going to hold you. If I get to 80, I ain't even going to talk no more. I don't even care if it's 1,000 people in here. If we get to 80, I'm good because that's good enough for the algorithm. We at 67, we're at 79. What, 11, 9 more people when I ain't stopping no more. Ain't got me no money over there, not even a buck. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
And knocked him unconscious. Police believe he used this metal pipe in his hand. It happened Tuesday night here on West 49th Street.
I got to stop it one more time because I like to defend people. Ever since I was a kid, I put it on people. I wish I was there. Ain't gonna lie. Because while he was being slick, hitting that man with that pipe, I would have just came right up. Bam! Oh, yeah. Give me that pipe. Throw that pipe in the street. Wrap him up. Yeah. Officers, we got one over here. Come get him. Wrap him up and get him out of here.
And 8th Avenue, a fellow co-worker at the food cart tells Pix 11 News nothing like this ever happens here.
First time this in having fighting yesterday. Somebody maybe too much drink, I don't know. Too much drink and drugs, I don't know.
He says the man grabbed a piece of plexiglass from the front of the cart and hit the vendor, then continued to attack him with the metal object.
It's always these skinny dudes, these crackhead looking dudes that their back pockets touch. When your back pockets touch, that means you don't even have enough weight to hold your pants up. Why is it always one of these dudes? I just would see what I can do with you. I grab the hoodie, put it over your head, boop, 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 boop. You're going to sleep from that because that's the palm. And then you're going up against the wall a couple of times, couple of stills knobs, and I might get locked up because I went too far. Straight up and down.
This in hospital now. I don't know if it's okay, I don't know.
When the 33-year-old vendor was unconscious, that's when the man allegedly stole more than $3,500 from his pocket. We spoke with...
That's the part that pees me off because he got away with his money. That's the part that get on my nerves because he was able to rob this hard-working man. I don't like that. Ooh, soon as he would have came around the corner, just one person, boom, level him right out, y'all, right? Just, ooh, and then just find something to tie him up like a pig, put his legs behind him and everything. Put him on display. Put him on display is what we need to start doing. Oh my God, I got a tip? That's $5 or something over there? Oh my God, we got $9? Something balling. Yo, good looking, y'all. I got $9. Yo, haha. See? Love y'all. I'm gonna spend my $9 and buy me some coffee or something like that. Good looking, y'all. Appreciate it. Let's keep this going.
The owner of the food cart by phone, he believes he's seen the attacker before.
This guy looks familiar. Like I see him around in the city in Times Square before.
Because people like this, they commit crimes, they don't get stopped, and they say, hey, I got away with it before, why not do it again? If I already keep on getting away with doing this stuff, why not keep it going? Why not? Straight up. Go read these comments. Whoever gave me that bread, I got to look out for you because I ain't never get no tip before. So I'm going all the way up to find you so you don't think I don't care about that. I don't care if it's 10 cents. Eric gifted $5. You the man. And you got a membership? Yo, Eric is a member. He about to get a sweatshirt. Cactus Jack. You do 2 more of those, you definitely getting some sweatsuits and stuff like that because we don't do, I assume this is recorded. No, this ain't recorded. This is me going live. Rednecks React. This is me going live. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm different when it comes down to me because you mess around and give me some tips or whatever, you're going to get this sweatsuit. I'm going to call the manufacturer like, yo, somebody looking out over there. We got to take care of them because I really appreciate you guys for that because I know that's hard earned. So I want to thank you for it. But the last story I got is something that you guys are not supposed to like. You're not supposed to find any sort of solace in this, and you're not supposed to chuckle because it's pretty bad. But some people might think that it's not. Because this lady named Layla Law Liskey, she was assaulted and spat on, which is terrible. Because there was a person that recognized who she was. Who is Layla? Layla actually was the ones that petitioned Kathy Hochul to push through the congestive pricing. So somebody found out who Layla was yesterday, and guess what? They caught up to her, and Layla caught it. Some people might like this story, some people might not. I'm not going to judge you if you feel either way. Check it out. Congestive pricing advocate Layla Law Liskey was attacked in a Manhattan subway station after the toll on motorists went into effect. In a series of posts on X, she wrote that she was screamed at, spat on, and assaulted in a 23rd Street station on the first day of congestion pricing. The individual followed me into the mezzanine corridor, struck me with the cart and caused me to hit the wall. He threatened to push me down the next flight of steps. Why would he do all of this to Layla? Law Liskey is the president of the City Club of New York, which sued Governor Kathy Hochul to implement the long-delayed $9 toll on cars driven into the south of 60th Street in Manhattan. Somebody knew who she was, recognized her, and put it on her. Arguing that the congestion pricing plan will improve the air quality and incentives the use of public transportation, reducing traffic congestion. I want to know where Layla's from, because it seems like this is a situation from maybe an out-of-towner that maybe came to New York and is trying to do all of this healthy, conscious stuff and certain things that actually aren't working for New York. Kind of similar to the commissioner of the Department of Sanitation who doesn't know her ass from her elbow. There's a lot of things going on like that. Kathy Jokum needs to be not the New York City governor anymore as well. We have a lot of individuals who are in our government that do not deserve to be. King Trump, let's go. Tracy D, too cool. G'day from Australia, Mike. G'day, Mike. G'day from Australia. How you doing? I love people Australia. Glad that you guys are tapping in. I appreciate you coming. Lucky me, Francis, you need a 5150. Mike, Frank, lighten the fuck up. Paul, I'll let Biden say it. Kamala, you ain't black. You right, Paul, she ain't. Frank ain't saying I'll report you. What you talking about, y'all? What do you think about China? Sad. I agree with Francis. Y'all talking to each other. Lucky God walks with me. That's right, Justin. God walks with all of us. He walks with every one of us on here, covers us and covets us. King Trump, that's what Jerry said. That boy Bent speech. Francis is a... What's your thoughts on Biden, Francis? Oh, y'all talking to each other. When y'all want to talk to me, I'm here for you. But we going to keep this going. Y'all ready? Let's go. Arguing that... Oh, no. Right here. Her attack is just the latest in a string of violent crimes taking place on the New York City subway, leaving daily riders on edge. As we know, New York City is crazy. They're already fighting on the trains and they're already going nuts. This is not doing anything but fueling the fire right here. Anything but that. You remember this guy? They're showing the other crimes and stuff that just recently happened. This is actual footage from the train. The lady was sleeping when he set her ablaze. As you can see, you can still see her body outlined right there. It's like sitting. She got up actually while she was still ablaze, believe it or not, and was holding on to the pole while he kept on watching her. Don't want to even keep this going. And then as you guys can recall, the police officer was at the door on his cell phone of the train. He did not even turn around to take his jacket off to try to smother the flames or anything. And sadly, the lady passed. And this man is talking about not guilty when it comes down to his charges. We're living in a horrific time. We got to make sure that we keep our heads on a swivel. And we have to be very smart and informed. That's why I created the bottom line. That's why we come here. So that smart people and people that actually work, we can come to one place. I pool information from a whole bunch of places and we see what's really going on. And because we have a brain, we can determine where we're moving forward from. Dogs of Elon, thank you for the 729 tip. Really appreciate you guys, for real, for real. It's real serious here. Thank you. We will fight. Y'all already know what it is. There's no, why of these things happening in places of New York City, London, and Paris, but not places like Poland and Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria? A good question. Wolfpack Outdoors, if we all cared about each other, the world would be a better place. That's another thing. You know what? Check this out. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. We're human beings. Stop all this BS. We deserve to live a certain way. Stop it, yo. We need to create the age of taking care of each other and really loving each other and really getting things right. We've done enough destruction. We've done enough to cause damage. Let's get us to where we should be at, man. We done did everything else. And with that being said, I'm so happy to be able to come here. I get up every day hoping that I can bring this show to you guys right, hoping that the video don't mess up, trying to make sure that all I do is really giving y'all real good information so that y'all can appreciate me. All night, all I'm thinking about is this, real talk. So I appreciate you guys until the next time, which is tomorrow. We're going to keep on pooling, keep on doing what we got to do. But it's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. And like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. And those guys with them super chats, I really appreciate y'all. And the members and all of that. Like I said, we give out sweatsuits and stuff over here. Do enough for that. I take care of you and I see who you are. Really appreciate you guys. So until tomorrow, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Get 'em! 1.